everyone, welcome to Farming Simulator 2015 on the Pleasant Valley map. Today we going to be harvesting a little field of sorghum. I thought you might like to see me do it myself today, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of work in the field by myself, letting the hired worker Bob do a little bit of the hauling for me. That way you get to see this end and not just the carrying of the materials back and forth from the harvester to the storage facility. I hope everyone is enjoying this map so far. I'm still trying to figure it out still, but it's a long process for me. It'd be a lot easier if I was playing in multiplayer. That's okay though. I'm a one-man farming machine. I'm harvesting this to help make the fuel to put in all of our machinery. Well, this isn't like any other map. Like I've said before, you've got to make it yourself. It takes sorghum, sugar cane, and corn. And it takes quite a bit of amount to make the gallons you need. So far, I've had enough to fill up one trailer with the diesel fuel I need for the machinery. That's why I've not recorded any of that process, because I didn't want to bore you to death just sitting here making the same thing over and over and over. I know you all like to see different processes of the farm. I just don't want to put out the same boring farm work over and over. I want to give you a few different details of every aspect. A little later on, I want to show you part of the process of making fertilizer, where I have asked you what you would prefer to me to do with the straw that you get from harvesting wheat and barley. I have two different outcomes. I can bale it and produce the bales, or I can leave it laying down and pick it up with the forage trailer and make fertilizer out of it. As you'll see, that's just a little more of a complicated process due to the time it takes. It's not a hard process, it's just a lot of running back and forth from point A to point B, because you've got to go from one end of the map to the other. The reason I chose the blue farm here, as you can see it outlined on our map in blue, is so I can be close to the seed production and the field production and the fertilizer production. They're all, if you look at the little map at the bottom left corner in the lower right, that section, they're all grouped in one little area. The Shell Corporation is nice enough to make our fuel. We have the Pleasant Valley Seed and Fertilizer Company producing our seed and fertilizer. I do this map normally, I like to harvest all my fields at once. So that way all I'm doing that time is harvesting. Normally I like to plant all the little fields that I use in one crop. Well, I've sort of mixed it up a little bit. I have just this one in sorghum, I have the others in sugarcane. Just trying to make them a little different. But I sort of goofed them a little bit because this one's ready and the others are not. That might be a good thing though, it can show a little bit of the growing process. Where you can see how the plants look before they're fully grown. Because sugarcane is not the usual crops that you see. They don't look like the wheat and barley, canola and corn that you used to see on the regular crops with the stock maps. One of the things I like about this map is they show a little bit something different, so you're not looking at the same things over and over. This field produces a bunch of crops. I see you can make the standard wheat, canola, barley, corn, or maize. I also make sorghum, sugarcane, cotton, sunflowers, hemp, and millet. I've harvested a little bit of every one of them, but I've not yet opened up facilities to be able to deal with all of them as far as producing the products with it, because there's different businesses that you can build or purchase to make products. There is a GPC facility that makes drywall. Not sure what all you need for drywall yet. That worked out real nice. Thought I was going to have to back up there to get that little extra. Thankfully it all worked out. This field, I think, is more classified towards the American style of maps, because some of the fields are bigger compared to, say, the Great Britain or English style maps, where they're smaller and you can use the smaller machinery. Right now, as you can see, I'm using the biggest headers that you have for the combines. Most of every equipment I have is for the large scale farming. just due to the fact of they're a lot easier to use because it gets it done faster. I would hate to spend one video just planting a field. I'd be afraid that doing that would be boring and unentertaining to everyone. Because I want to entertain you, but I don't want to bore you. I'm trying to put out videos for everybody want to watch. I'm sorry, but you will not see the brand new chrome baler put out by BMG Modding due to the fact that it doesn't like this map. It's a beautiful baler and combines round baling with bale wrapping all in one. I do have the John Deere version of it. I cannot figure out who it's made by yet though. If you want to bale the straw, well, go through that and let you see it with that baler. The wrapping can only be done on hay. It cannot be done on straw. So if you want to see that, and I would like to show it to you, you've got to take time out of harvesting fields to do grass cutting in it. That way you get to see the mowing, the tedding, and the windrowing and the baling. Machinery that anyone would like to see, please feel free to let me know so that I can try to make sure I have it in a video. If it's a mod, I will try to find the mod. It does not have to be just stock. I'm sure if you notice around my farm, you'll see that not everything on my farm is stock. Like directly in front of us right now, you'll see I have the John Deere 9560 tractor that is not stock, and the John Deere Ripper. Tractor was available on the Farming Simulator website there for a while, but I think it was stolen and released by someone other than the original author, so it was taken down. Thanks to another YouTuber, I found out about the tractor and was able to jump on it. It was only available for like 48 to 36 hours, I think. It was up there very long. I've noticed if they're a modern, they tend to be a little, what's the right word, touchy about people reposting their mods on websites, which I can understand that. I know they put a lot of hours making each mod. Just the 3D drawings on them take a long time. That I can do. I can't do the scripting aspect yet, which takes probably just as long as it does to come out with a 3D model. I tried to do a map once, and that was very complicated. So I take my hat off to anyone who does map work. You have to have a very good computer to come out with a new map for Farming Simulator 2015. Do all the graphics and the scripting and the memory you got to have. I preloaded one map that I downloaded from someone, and it took, I think, 15 minutes just to load it in the Giants editor. So the maps are really complicated. The vehicles seem to be a little easier to load, thankfully. Now, figuring out all the script work, that's a different story. I wish someone would put out tutorials. Just basic ones. They say they're out there, but I've looked all over YouTube and I cannot find them. I would love to be able to put some of my thoughts into creations for the game. Although some of the work we need, and I noticed, is a more United States style logging trailer to where you can actually unload the logs easier. Because the one from Giants, to me, looks like just logging standards put on a flatbed trailer. That makes it a little hard to me about unloading them. I've had trouble with that. Because they put the standards just a little close, and with there being no height differential between the bed and the bottom of the logs, it makes it hard to get your loader forks underneath it to unload it. I guess Bob was full. Here's not been too bad to harvest. I don't know what everyone thinks, but I think it's went by fairly quick. Which is good when you're in the video, because it does not bore you and keeps the flow of everything going quickly. It's always a bright side. I store everything, then I go back and transfer it to wherever I want it to go. I've just found that to be a little easier than trying to run back and forth from depot to field. Plus, if everyone's noticed that does Farming Simulator, the price changes per load of everything you haul. So one load might be $1,000 a ton, next load might be $900. So you sort of got to space them out just a little bit to make sure you get the best price. We all want to get the best price. So we won't be able to buy more fields, more machinery, and be successful at it. Oh, I'd hate to be in bankruptcy. Bob's back right on time. Is that where he's going to park at? We'll give combines their due. They are the loudest machinery in the game. As you can see, I'm using course play just to run the truck back and forth to dump everything out. I kind of like that little feature. Here we go. Here is our new tractor. Well, let's try this again. Nice looking tractor, I think. How in the world are you able to? How do you enable the controls? Oh, right control. There we go. There's some dual wheels on there. Back working light. Beacons. know about everyone else, but that seems a little loud. Well, maybe it'd be okay. Alright, sounds a little better. Hard to believe you have to enable four-wheel drive on this bigger tractor to be able to pull this disc. I thought it would pull it straight out of the box very easily. Apparently I was a little wrong. Alright, I don't want to do too much of a video over 30 minutes, so let's skip around here just a little bit till I can show you what I wanted to show you. And that was where you have to take the hay to turn it into the fertilizer. How do I load my course? Here we go. Trying to do it this way. Just to make it a little easier. Well, we see the nice little light ride we get to go on because it's not a short one. I love how the computer, which is going to make me sick, enough of that. Sorry about that, he was just making me motion sick. He drives worse than I do. You can see now we're heading up to the little bit northern part of the map, running at brisk 32 miles per hour, kilometers per hour. I'm not sure. It's whatever the game says. but we're running trying to get there. And this is a little bit of a heavy load for this tractor. I'm not for sure if our articulating tractor wouldn't be a little better because it might pull a little better and have a little more power. I was just using this one because the John Deere is the only articulating tractor I have. Get over all the humps. Over to the right is another one of our businesses that we can purchase. I can't remember which one it is. I think it might be the drywall company. There we go. Pull up the hill, chug it. We'll run around here for just a second and get the name of this business. As we can see, it's for sale. They don't have a sign out for the name. So I'm not for sure which one it is at the moment. Right here is the horse farm to the right that has the storage for the straw. Straight in front of us here is the fertilizer producing facility for the pre-compost manure and straw ration mix for the fertilizer. Fortunately, the manure is produced by the horses and we don't have to do that. We'll sit there a second. As you can see, you back up to the conveyor and then you dump in your straw and it feeds it over into the bin where it mixes it with the manure. It's all put over into the far bin where the tractor is, where you put a trailer to it to load it to transport it back down to the fertilizer company. Thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and have a good day.